Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I'm Darren, of course, and today we're going to do beef ribs. These big old racks of short ribs. We're going to do them two different ways. We're going to cook some sous vide and then barbecue and smoke them. And then we're going to cook some just barbecue them. So what we're going to do is we're going to season these up, put them in the sous vide tank, and then the other ones we're just going to season them up and let them dry brine in the fridge for a couple days. So I'll be right back, show you what I'm going to do.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
Alright guys, so like I said, what I'm going to do is going to take this rack here and we're going to sous vide it. This rack here, we're just going to season it up and then vacuum seal it, and then we're going to just let it sit there in the fridge and dry brine till tomorrow. I'm actually going to cook the sous vide ribs about 26 hours, 28 hours or so at 155. I'm going to season these up first, then we're going to bag them and drop them in. These, I'm just going to season them up, let them sit there and dry brine in the fridge. I'll take out these and start smoking them earlier, then I'm going to take those out. So I already got my sous vide machine up to 155, and that's what we're going to run. Like I said, we're going to run it for about 25, 26, maybe 27 hours or so. Just going to let it cook as much as I can in there to tenderize it. Then we're going to stick them in the smoker with the other ribs. See which ones turn out better, if I can tell a difference. So let me take this rack here, and I got these short ribs, beef rack short ribs from Wild Fork, and these are prime. Both of these are prime grade, so they're looking really, really good. I might trim a little bit of fat off, but not a whole lot. You can look at these. They were actually pretty decent price. They had them on sale where you could get a little bit off if you bought 2 packs, so I decided to do that. Check out that marbling, guys. Really, really good, and these are prime grade, like I said. So very little trimming. Now remember, since we're sous videing these, we're cooking them at a lower temperature for a long time. So a lot of this fat is not going to render like it would if we were sitting them in a smoker at 225 or so. So I'm just really cutting off these bigger pieces, the bigger thick pieces here. We still want some fat on there, of course, and there's plenty of marbled fat, which is going to give these a lot of flavor. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. We're just going to trim off that much, and then we're just going to season them up and put them in the bag real quick. I'm going to use my all-purpose seasoning here. I would normally use both the all-purpose and the coffee, but I just want to use a simple seasoning here. So the all-purpose black garlic, it's got a little bit of salt, pepper, black garlic, of course, onion powder, and spices. It's really great on beef. You can use it in combination with the coffee rub, or you can use it on its own. It's really good on pretty much any kind of meat. Just going to make sure I get good coating on this. Now, since we're dry brining the other one in the fridge, I want you guys to understand that when you sous vide cook something like this for a long period of time, it's still brining when it's cooking. And actually, sous vide cooking speeds up the brining process. So even though we're not dry brining these, they're actually going to be brining in the bag while they're cooking in the sous vide bath. Let me go ahead and get these in. And I'm not going to bore you with me doing the other ones because I'm doing the same thing. Just going to season them up, put them in the bag, but I'm just sticking them in the refrigerator. Let me get back to you when I'm putting these in the bath so I can show you what I'm doing. I'll be back. All right, guys, we're gonna stick these sous vide ribs in the tank for about 26 hours or so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and season the other ones up, put them in a bag, and dry brine them. Then I'll see you in the morning when we're sticking those on the smoker. All right, see you in the morning. All right, guys, it's time to get these, just the smoked ones on the Weber Searwood. I got it up to 230 degrees. That's what we're gonna run it at. It's got about another 3.5, 4 hours to go on the sous vide ribs. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this open. This is the one rack that's been sitting in the refrigerator overnight to get the seasoning nice and brined in. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on before we stick these on the smoker. I'm hoping these get done in around 7 or 8 hours. And we're going to keep checking them. I'll hit them with my instant read probe to see how they're doing. We're not going to probe these with the probe from the Weber just because there's so little space in between the ribs and stuff that I don't think it's going to be a good measurement. But we'll try to find a good spot with the instant read and check on these occasionally. So that's it. Let me take a walk over to the Weber and I'll show you putting them on. All right, guys, it's time to get these on the smoker. I'm going to set them just to the left of the middle here so we can get some good smoke on them. When the other ones come out of the bag, we're going to put them over on the right-hand side there. We're using the smoking pecan shell pellets for this. All right, guys, about 3 hours later, these are done at 26 hours at 155. So we're going to put them in an ice bath here, cool them down for about 45 minutes to an hour, get the internal temp down, and then we'll see them on the smoker. Well, look at that, guys. This is the ones that came out of the sous vide bag. They pulled back from the bone too. And look at that. A lot of fat was rendered in the bag. Got a little messy, so I didn't want to show you guys that. But a lot of that fat got rendered. I'm going to put just a little bit more of the seasoning on here just to replace whatever got off of it in the bag. But check those out. We're going to go ahead and put them on. Just make sure we get a little bit of coverage on there. We're going to go ahead and put these on the smoker with the other ones. Okay, guys. And I did not pat these dry. I want to put these on wet. And I'm probably going to put a little bit more, spray them with some more water here in just a minute anyway. Put these right next to the other ones. And I'm actually going to spray my barbecue only ones with a little bit of moisture. And what this does, guys, it just adds another layer of smoke, because when you spray the moisture on, it will attract more of the smoke. And when it dries, it leaves another layer of smoke. So, all right, so these are now going to start getting some smoke. And by the time, let's just say about 2.5 to 3 hours from now, we will have 2 great racks of ribs, and we'll see which one is better, or if they're the same, or how they are. All right, guys, it's been about 2.5 hours or so, so I'm going to go ahead and spritz them again, but I'm going to temp them and see where they're at. So we're right at about 170 degrees on the barbecue only ones, and we're at about 110 degrees on the sous vide ones. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap the barbecue only ones, put a little beef broth in there, and just kind of try to let these get a little bit more. About 1.5 hours later, guys, I checked the temp of the sous vide ones, and they were already pushing the 155 internal temp, and I don't want them to cook any farther than that, because that's the moisture will start coming out of those, and I really want them juicy. And they're done, and they're already tender, so I'm going to go ahead and stick these in my Innova Precision oven, which has a moisture setting, and I can use it like a holding oven right at 140 degrees. All right, guys, about a half hour ago, I did take it out of the wrap, try to get some of that bark back so it wasn't too soft. So it was pushing close to 195 then, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a probe right now and see where we're at. We should be done. Yeah, it's right at about 200 right there. 204 here. So in the thicker spots, it's right at 200. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes here to hit some of these thicker spots. But we should be done in about 4 or 5 minutes, and I'll see you guys over at the table. We'll test them. This one here is the sous vide, and then smoked, and then held in the holding oven for a little while. And then here's the ones that were just smoked. So we're going to go ahead and taste both of these and see which one tastes better or worse, or if there's any difference at all. So I'm going to go ahead and try the barbecue one only first. I'm just going to cut a piece right off the end and to show you the smoke ring there, and done this and the fatty layer there. You can see it's still rendering a lot of that fat. Nice and tender. Yep. Not tough at all. Really good bite there. Yum yum. Plenty of smoke. Really, really good. I'm going to bite the same area on these sous vide ones. You can tell they're coming off the bone when I push them. Just take a piece right off of here. And you can tell, look at this too. It's got a good color to it. Even though it wasn't on the smoker as long, it's still got a good smoke ring on there. Remember guys, these are prime grade. Super good. Maybe not quite as much smoke, but there's plenty of smoke flavor to these. Check out that bark. I would say this one's just a little bit tougher. The tenderness is really done here because we cooked it for 26 hours or so at 155. So check it out, guys. These are awesome. If you love beef short ribs, check these out at Wild Fork. I'll leave a link below to them. Look at that. Comes right off the bone. Let me show you this. So this would be your serving. There's one rib there. And look at that fat just draining out of that. That's pretty awesome, if you ask me. You can tell that's prime grade for sure. All right, guys, both of these were awesome. The sous vide and barbecued ones, you can tell here, are a lot more juicy. They kept a lot more of the moisture. The barbecue only ones, of course, rendered a little bit more fat, and the fat made those juicy as well. You can't go wrong with either cooking methods, guys. The only benefit you're going to get doing the sous vide one, you can actually make these medium rare if you wanted to, and you can really control the temperature. You do get a little bit more smoke with the barbecue only ones, but you do lose a lot of the internal moisture, but they're still pretty juicy because of the fat. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and follow us, and I'll see you on the next Fire and Water cooking video.